that, but the mentors arrived 9 years ago, and they have made a tremendous difference in our teaching and learning environment. They expand, and last year we expanded to grade 4. This year we're expanding to grade 5. So it is a blessing that we have BGE, an outstanding group to be partnered with, and that they choose to come back each year. We are fortunate for that. So I welcome everyone, and again, BGE, thank you for what you do for children of Baltimore City. Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I want to do something that's very unique, I think, and I want to engage the children early on because that's why we're here. Children, on the count of 3, I want you to say in as loud of voices you can make, mentoring works. 1, 2, 3.
Mentoring works!
That's exactly right. Selwyn Ray, the Executive Director of the Maryland Mentoring Partnership, says that again. Mentoring works, but it works better when corporations are involved. This relationship that BGE has had with Bentalou, with the mentoring program, has been 9 years, but the relationship has existed for 20 years.
Yes.
That's what we're talking about, changing circumstances for our city, changing circumstances for these lovely children, and that's the vision that our CEO has in mind, bringing our young people into excellence, and that's what we're going to do. We commend you, Ms. Winterling, for this effort, BGE, Mr. Dasher, and all the workers, Ms. Pettigrew. We intend to do this more and more and more, and this school, Bentalou, serves as a fine example. I commend you, young children, and thank you for saying that. Mentoring does work, but it works better when corporations step up and engage you so that you can be the workforce for tomorrow. So what's the word again?
Mentoring works!
Excellent. I'm going to introduce Mr. Dasher, who's the Community Relations Head for BGE, and he's going to tell you more about how mentoring works. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I'm here with my colleague, Brenda Pettigrew. We are very proud of the 20-year history that we have with this mentoring program and mentoring initiative. It is such an honor to be here today, and especially BGE and its family, and enable an opportunity to provide this outreach to children. Children are very important to us. You know, as the local energy delivery company, we look for our workforce to come from the community that we serve. So mentoring is an important part that these very young souls are going to be BGE of the future. And on a personal level, it is an opportunity for us to take the young lives of children to change and to make a real difference in their lives. Brenda, if you want to say a few words.
Well, I'm very grateful for all of the mentors and all of the work that we put into the school and into these children, because we have expectations. We expect that sometime soon someone else is going to be standing here promoting mentoring, because mentoring is important. Thank you.
And I'd like to introduce Dr. Andreas Alonzo, who's the CEO of Baltimore City Public Schools, who's going to come forward and provide some closing words for us. Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, it's a pleasure to be at this school again. Thank you, Ms. Winter.
Thank you, Dr. Alonzo.
This is a wonderful school, a wonderful community. BG, quite clearly, is very much a part of this community. Over 20 years ago, I worked in a small school in New Jersey called, Newark, New Jersey, called the Samuel L. Galliner School. It was a center school for emotionally disturbed 11 through 14-year-olds. And one of the things that we thought about and put into place in order to try to make a difference in the life of our students was to begin a mentoring program. So I ended up being the coordinator of that program. It was a one-to-one mentoring program. And ever since, seeing the difference that it made in the life of many of my students, to have not only the family a resource, but also to have other adults who became part of a safety net, a web of support. Seeing that made me a lifetime supporter of this strategy as a strategy for improvement in our schools. We have many, many mentors in our city, in our schools. We have over 8,000 students that are involved in some kind of mentoring relationship that we monitor in our schools. is still not enough because we have many students who need additional help. It is important that other institutions in the city step up, as BGE does every year, and take up the responsibility of partnering with our schools in order to provide mentors to all the students who might need a mentor. It's also extraordinary to hear that you've been a partner for this school for 20 years and in a structured mentoring relationship with students for 9 years, because unfortunately what we find is that the biggest obstacles are often about keeping the mentoring relationship going over time. So the fact that you've been sticking to the work in terms of mentoring in the school for the past 9 years is just extraordinary. I commend you. And I look forward to learning from the success of this school moving forward. This is something that we need to have in every single school. I thank the mentors, if you're here. I thank the parents and staff and for the children who said before, mentoring works. I thank you as well, because it's about you. So it's about you. You need to work. So thank you very much, and I hand it over to the most important person in this room, who is the principal of this school, to close it for us.
Thank you, Dr. Alonso. It is certainly an honor to have our CEO with us. But more than that, it is an honor to have our children with us, because that's what we are all about, the success of the children. Bentalou's children are the best, and we make it so that they can succeed, each and every one. And we make it that way because of you, mentors. We thank BGE again from the bottom of our hearts for all that they do for the children of Bentalou Elementary. It's a pleasure to have you here this morning, and an honor to kick off National Mentoring Month here in Bentalou. Thank you very much.
And I wanted to acknowledge our dear friends from the Governor's Office, the Office of Community Initiatives, Tony White and Susan Driscoll, who are great friends of mentors.
Are you going to be able to get them all in one picture?
Would you like to? Want to grab a roll over here then, please?
Not us.
No, but I mean, I'll use the sign as the background. Is that the all on this side?